Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, this is Redberry Leo here, and welcome to my Learn to Lead series! Today we will be discussing Chapter 1, which focuses on character and the Air Force tradition. Even if you aren't a member of Civil Air Patrol, this series could be helpful for you as there is a deficit of leadership in the world, and it doesn't hurt to learn more. So what is leadership? Take a moment to think about how you define leadership. Leadership is the art and science of influencing others to achieve a common goal. Before leading others, you first must understand yourself and follow principles in self-leadership. But how do we do that? Leadership starts with your character. The Air Force uses the term warrior spirit to describe what guides our character. Warrior spirit is a condition of the heart, and warriors defend their personal honor. Some of the benefits that go along with warrior spirit is a clear conscience, a good reputation, and an environment of trust and respect. In our lives, we live by a certain set of values that guide our actions, and we call these core values. What kind of values do you live by? Do you work hard to communicate effectively and respectfully? Or maybe you try your best in everything you do. In Civil Air Patrol, our core values are integrity first, volunteer service, excellence in all we do, and respect. These values are the price of admission to CAP. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. For example, you might pick up a piece of trash that you see scuttling on the ground. Though no one asked you to do it, and no one is around, you're doing the right thing by helping your community. Volunteer service is about putting the needs of others before your own with selflessness. Whether it's when one of your teachers asks for help handing out papers, or your grandparents need help hanging up a picture in their living room. If you stop what you're doing and take the initiative to ask them if they need help, then you are putting their needs before your own, and they will most definitely appreciate it. Excellence is when you give your best effort no matter what challenges you're facing. Can you think of a time you've worked really hard, even though there are things getting in the way of completing the task? Think about the last time you've studied for a test or practiced for a presentation. If you've focused on the material and used the best techniques to memorize it, putting in all that hard work and effort, then you are doing it with excellence, especially if you didn't let that pesky phone and social media distract you. Respect is treating others the way you would like to be treated, as we were always told when we were little. If you're polite and kind, even to strangers, respect will take you far in life. Self-awareness and self-discipline will help you live by the core values. Self-awareness is when you have the ability to monitor and judge your own actions. But you need to be honest with yourself. Self-discipline is the ability to direct your thoughts, emotions, and actions towards a meaningful purpose. It is willpower! Attitude is the state of mind behind every single action. They can be good and bad, but they are especially contagious. Positive attitudes are crucial to contributing positively to your team's overall attitude. Nobody can perfectly follow the core values, but there are repercussions for those who ignore them. Leaders are accountable, and they all answer for their actions. Everything you do affects everything else you do. Now, there's the Cadet Oath. And it is as follows. I pledge that I will serve faithfully in the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program. I will attend meetings regularly, participate actively in unit activities, obey my officers, wear my uniform properly, and advance my education and training rapidly to prepare myself to be of service to my community, state, and nation. Whew, that's a mouthful. But overall, it's very important to being successful in Civil Air Patrol. Bottom line, you should get involved with your squadron or your unit whenever you can. Be proud of wearing your uniform and being respectful to those above and below you. Study hard and progress as much as you can. Get as far as you can in the program. Following customs and courtesies is especially important in Civil Air Patrol, and these are small signs of respect and politeness. It's never for humiliation because they are teaching tools. For example, a salute is a respectful greeting to officers. It shouldn't be a punishment. Make sure you are familiar with the proper manners of address for who you're talking to. Like if you are talking to a cadet officer, a senior member, or a cadet NCO. The uniform is a training tool, and it is a privilege to wear it. Members of the U.S. Air Force have worn the uniforms that we wear, and we must carry ourselves to high standards. Drill and ceremonies measure self-discipline, and they are best learned one step at a time. Don't forget to practice on your own. The chain of command is the order of authority. The final responsibility for accomplishing the mission is assigned to one individual. It emphasizes that everyone is accountable to another leader. For example, the cadet commander leads the cadets in the squadron, but they are below the squadron commander and the CDC in their chain. When resolving challenges, it should be done at the lowest possible level of the chain, and jumping the chain should be avoided. In conclusion, leadership starts with you! Follow the core values and do your best. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that is all, folks. Until next time, toodles!